I'm Julia, Anchorhaven, and it is our Friday evening check-in. So it is 8:25 p.m. here in the UK, and I'm just coming on just for a little while. There's a really good show coming up later, so I just wanted to check in with everybody first, see how everyone's doing, and see if there's anybody who would like to join me. So today is, Friday the 9th of January. I've had quite a chill day, to be honest. I got some good news today that I've been accepted onto a course that I wanted to do. So it's going to keep me quite busy for the next 5 weeks, which is really awesome. And so I'm looking forward to that. I've just noticed I just hit 350 subscribers. So thank you so much, guys. It's taken me a year. It's taken me a year to get to 350 subscribers, but that's so cool. And it's all done organically as well, which is really neat. So last night I was on the Typical Skeptic podcast with Rob Khalil, and we were doing gateway readings, oracle cards, working with some violet flame Reiki symbols last night. So that was really awesome. I try to go on like once a month if I can, or if I've had something big that's happened, some new remembrance that's come in, or if I've got some kind of new offering, new course, then I try to go on as much as I can. So I've been on possibly 8 to 10 times now in the last year, which is kind of amazing, really, because I set a goal for myself in 2025 that by 2026 I'd go on to somebody else's podcast, and I got to do that already early on. So hi Flix Love, how are you? How are you doing? So I'm not going to be on for very long today because there's that 10 o'clock, in like 90 minutes time. The two wizards are going to be on Typical Skeptics. So I thought I'd just come on for a little bit, check in with everyone, see how their mental health is doing, how their mystical wellness is doing. Hi Nathan, good to see you. So Flix is cooking. I've just finished cooking. I've got stuff in the slow cooker. I've made like a pork mince chili. Really random. So yeah, how's everybody doing? Let me know in the comments. How are you? What's going on with you guys? I'm just going to try and open up. Might not need it. I'm in avoidance again. I'm in avoidance. Tomorrow I'm teaching Reiki Master Part 2 for a private student, and I haven't done the learning materials. I'm in avoidance all day. So I've got kind of demand avoidance, which is not good, but I'll pull it together at the last minute probably, but I'll pull it together. So, but yeah, it's great to be able to come on Fridays, which seems to be our little routine. So, yeah. Oh, I did pick some cards. If anybody wants to have a card, it's the Divine Masters deck. Divine Masters, and this is a really interesting deck, full of lots of, different kind of guardians. Yeah, oh, breed. Oh, lovely. Yes, please. Okay. Getting some exercise today. Oh, that's great, Nathan. I don't know why that came out last night, but because I've been working with all the elemental energies, I really kind of got this feeling that you needed to get moving. Yeah, so I need to get moving, but I'm starting a new course next week, so that's really going to get me ing as well, because it's not near me. So I'm going to be really busy traveling for the next 5 weeks. So this is for Flix. If my sound is off, give me a minute. I'm charging one of my hearing aids, so I can't actually hear what I sound like because I'm very deaf. So yeah, I've got a card for Flix. Oh, you've got Lady Portia. Amazing. So it says overcoming limitations, karmic release, let go of the need to be right. Now, Lady Portia is a patron of the Violet Flame. She is on the board of Karma and Justice. Yeah, so you guys might have seen that I put a post out recently about justice and about Lady Portia's Justice Flame, which I do embody. So occasionally I think she could be an aspect of me. I'm not sure why I think this, or I'm an aspect of her. But, but I work with her a lot when I teach Violet Flame Reiki, or when we do the Violet Flame Chakra Awakening. I've got an additional energy center right here, and then we bring in Lady Portia. Oh, wow. That's great. Thanks. And but yeah, so this is for Flix. So it's saying overcoming limitations. So yeah, whatever's going on, you just need to surrender into it. Ask Lady Portia to bring in that justice flame for you, that violet flame, and it's going to be fine, Flix. It's going to be good. So that's for you. So if anybody wants a card or you just want to have a check-in, let me know how you're doing. This mystical wellness is my thing, and I call it mystical wellness because it's a blend of magic, a blend of the esoteric, and I'm a holistic therapist as well. I do quite a few different therapies, but I'm really lazy, so I don't do that much now. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hi, Joyful Jennifer. Good to see you guys. Thanks. I'm not going to stay on very long because we've got the Typical Skeptic podcast coming up. So this is for Nathan. Nathan, I'd love to get you on my podcast. I would. And we can pre-record it, just the two of us. We don't have to do live. I actually prefer not to do lives because I get quite nervous when I do live interviews. I have social anxiety, which is really obvious, isn't it? But I have terrible social anxiety, which is why you'll only see me go on to certain people's podcasts, people who I feel really comfortable with, really safe. So I only really go live with Sean or Christy or Rob. I haven't really gone live on anyone else's podcast. Occasionally I'll do Soma, but that's more of a group thing. And that's just to support her. So these are for Nathan. Please can I have one for Nathan? Thank you. Okay, you've got Hathor, which is so weird because we did in my group the other day, we were doing a Hathor light activation, and that's what's just come out for you. That's amazing. So it says acceleration, brilliance, stand in your light. So this is very loving, very calming, peaceful energies coming in for you, Nathan. So you're getting a sun activation, but you're also getting that deeper connection to your galactic guides coming in through the Hathor energy. So yeah, I really like that for you. That's cool. Joyful Jennifer. Yeah, the two wizards are coming on in 90 minutes. So we don't want to miss that. Although most of us, I had my thing last week, so I can't really ask for another one, can I? And I think it really did shift my throat. JJ, I thought you guys would have had enough of my cards, but I always use different decks when I can. I've got a lot. Right, JJ, you've got the Atlanteans, evolution and vibration. So it says legacy, technology, progress, and expect acceleration. So this could be you tuning into your Atlantean aspects, bringing that forward, anchoring that into the present. Hi, Nicole. And yeah, so that's a really interesting one for you. So evolution vibrations, you're leveling up, remembering. So I was told by the guides through Ivan Teller not to focus too much on Atlantean energies because you've got to go to that point before the fall, before the energy fell. And that's where you want to connect into. You've not seen the two wizards. What? Phil Barrow and Dr. Amir together. It's really good. It's really awesome. But has anyone noticed that Phil looks like he's in pain when he does his healing right now? Just saying. So I was actually scheduled to do a session with Phil yesterday on the Typical Skeptic. But when the previous session from the week before went into a double session, I cancelled my booking with me and Phil because I thought, well, you can't expect me to do Thursday and Friday because he needs to do that extra session with Dr. Amir. And then another guest was meant to be on, but then he cancelled. So then Rob messaged me and said, like, do you just want to come on? So I was like, yeah, I'll come on. So I ended up doing the session yesterday like it was meant to be. I was meant to be on the show. It's really, really weird. Haven't seen the two wizards, still you're not remembering? Oh, they're so good. They're so good when they're together. And I got to meet Dr. Amir in person, and he really is exactly the same in person. He really is. I've not met Phil Barrow in person, but I can imagine he's pretty much the same as well. But Dr. Amir is very tall. He's very young. He's only 34. I know. Joyful Jennifer. Okay, it's a card for JJ. Are you sure? Thank you. Did I already do you, JJ? Oh, I did. Well, I've picked another card, but this could be for all of us. So we've got Archangel Michael and Faith coming out. And it says spiritual calling, divine protection, breakthrough. Yeah. You're not remembering your past. Oh, I see. Okay. So it's okay not to remember your Atlantean past. I've only got a couple of memories. My first Atlantean memory really scared me because it was like I was tall and I had dark hair and I was wearing a gown or kind of robe of some kind, but I was running. I was running through a corridor, a tunnel, and that was my Atlantean memory that first came forward. And all I knew was that I was in some kind of panic and I'd done something bad. And then when I kind of explored it a little bit, I felt like that energy was attached to a man. So I'd done something with, I don't know if you guys know the history of Atlantis, but there's a few things out there. But there was kind of different factions. So there was the Sons of Belial, who were very technology, kind of security, military focused. And then you had the priestesses and, you know, the wise people. And I felt like I'd fallen in love with somebody from the opposing faction. And I'd given away a secret to the Violet Flame. This is how I felt. Because I knew I was a priestess in the Temple of the Violet Flame, or just one of my incarnations. So that's how I felt. And then the next memory I got from Atlantis was me sitting, teaching. But I was teaching with crystals. And I had lots of children around me. And I thought, well, that's unusual because I really don't like children. I have no patience. And so that was interesting. And then over the last year or so, I've got more and more kind of temple memories come in. And then when I met Joshua Shapiro, the Crystal Skull Explorer, we instantly knew that we were soul family from Atlantis. And after spending a few sessions with him kind of on my podcast, there's 2 or 3 videos on my podcast, I saw myself in a different temple. Oh, really? Oh, that's so sad. So, that's a shame. Oh, wow. Was that a bot? How many messages was there? Yeah. Gosh. So, anyway, yes. I think that could have been a bot, I don't know, or just some weirdo like putting things in, but we're always going to be open to it. But you guys need to step in and say, time out, time out. I just hid him from the channel, so I don't know if that works or whatever, but it looks like, I don't know. Yes, so then I have memories, especially when I was working with crystal skulls. 1 second. So working with crystal skulls, this is just a small one. So yeah, the 3 little buttons, there's little buttons next to people's messages. If you click on them, you should be able to see options. So when I started to work with crystal skulls as a crystal therapist, I noticed that a memory was coming forward after I connected to Joshua Shapiro, and it was like a temple of the crystal skulls, like an Akashic temple. And when I walked in and I took people on a guided meditation, I actually saw myself as a small boy, like I was raised in the temple. So that was really weird. So yeah, so working with crystal skulls is something we do on my retreats. I don't have a huge amount of crystal skulls. You know, I love my dragon crystal skulls. Anyway, so I share that with you. Yes, everybody is welcome as long as they're respectful and don't spam the chat or whatever. It's all harm to none over here. So you got it. Okay, cool. So JJ, where are you? What time is it where you are? And Nathan, what time is it where you are? And because it's 20:39 here in the UK. I'm just going to pull some collective cards. So what are we doing? Well, thank you. General guidance. So this is collective cards for anybody watching live or on the replay. This is a general reading. Take what resonates for entertainment purposes only. Do not try and make it fit. But if it does resonate, then brilliant. Yep, so what we're doing, well, we've got Lady Nada coming in. And she's saying expanded heart, openness, liberation, let yourself love and be loved. So this is like higher waves of love energy are being anchored into the planet right now, which is so cool. as we start this new year, there's definitely been a change, yeah. As we move forward, it is that evolution card. The Atlantean energy is coming in, so you tuning into your Atlantean aspects, but always focusing on that purest energy, not the time when the energy fell. So Saint Germain tells the story of that it was a fall in vibration. It wasn't what everybody thinks it was. It was a fall in vibration. So everybody went from being that high Atlantean vibration to becoming a regular human, basically. That's how Saint Germain tells the story. Okay, so we've got divine magic coming in, and we've got Thoth. We've got Thoth, who is not somebody that I particularly work with, but the message is what's important. Divine magic, the teacher awakens, the student becomes the master. Okay, so this is us all moving into higher levels of learning and teaching now. Those teaching learning cycles are coming in, which is really, really cool. So you're going to find that there's more people that want to listen to you. There's more people that want to hear what you've got to say. And we've all got messages to share. You know, it's really important that we do talk and we do share and we do connect with others and get those messages out there. So it's really strange when we get like a big flood of people looking and then it drops right down again. Hi everybody, and welcome. So how is everybody's general well-being? So it's 12:40 where JJ is. The full resonates, yeah. Oh, Flix was doing some live chanting and singing today on her channel, which is really interesting. I'm kind of getting into the tune of that one now, but to do 108, I need to use the rosary. I need to use the rosary beads so I can do that. I don't do that very often. I do my Guanyin, Nama Guanshai In Puso. That I can do 108 times, but I still need to use a rosary. I'll try and join you if I can, but I'm teaching tomorrow. I'm teaching all afternoon, and then all morning I'm preparing the class that I'm teaching as well. So, and I won't have a lot of free time now because I'm starting a course next week. So, oh, you're sharing your... Let's talk, sing and dance. Yeah, I pulled a card. I can't remember when I pulled a card, but it was about dancing. When did I pull that card? Oh no, it was on Facebook. My friend Heather, she put a thing about, you know, when you see and it looks like the word search and you pick out words from it. One of the words I picked out was dancing. So it's like strength, communication, dance. Yeah, so I thought, okay, I do actually try and dance quite a lot. Counting and singing is hard. We'll need a counter helper tomorrow. Use your rosary. And oh dear. So yeah, I get to do that. I get to yap on my live. That's quite funny. With the campfire would be awesome. Yes. Yeah, I can't believe somebody comes on and tells me to shush on my live. That's so funny. Hey, I do whatever I like on my live, can't I? I do whatever I like on other people's lives as well. I don't really... Me and Rob are so terrible for talking over each other. I've got terrible ADHD, so I don't mean to. I just have no patience whatsoever. So me and Rob are just like... I watch it back. I was watching it back so I could check the live chat. The live chat didn't come on for ages. And I was had to watch it back like twice. Oh no, not again. Oh dear. Thank you. JJ's getting the hang of it. So I need to put some rules in. Did anybody notice that on TSP he's put rules on the chat now? I like that. I was talking to Jason about it in the week, about what kind of guidance could we have on there. So like kind of like don't volunteer advice to people. Don't volunteer healing to people unless you're the guest or whatever. I was thinking, yeah, when we went on this afternoon on the Chili Man show, it popped up with rules on the chat. Am I the only person that saw that? So that was kind of cool. So I need to put some rules on my chat. And oh, okay. So Void Parrot, how are you? Would you like a card, or are you going to be low vibe? So yeah. So I generally try and do high vibe lives. What are you doing? Oh yeah, you're gone. Oh. So I am Bear, how are you? Good to see you. I'm doing guardian cards if you would like a guardian. These are called the Divine Masters. Divine Masters. So, so let me know if you'd like a card. Yeah, just share whatever's going on with you. So this is a mystical wellness check-in, a check-in with everybody. How are you doing? Let us know what you're going to be doing this weekend. They've gone. I timed them out. You need another one that kicks your butt. You had a good card. I don't know. All this chanting is going to be good for you. Yeah, does anybody else do any chanting that they can share? Any mantras or affirmations you can share in the chat? I do access consciousness, so my mantras are all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. And we do a clearing statement as well. Good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all 100, shorts, boys, bases, private spaces, creations, and beyond. We do clearing statements every day. Divine Masters, yeah. So I am spirit. Trying to catch up on projects. That's my goal. Complete unfinished projects. What kind of projects are you working on? Seeing more sacred geometry, sun gazing. That's nice, yeah. I do need to get out in the sun more. I've got an opportunity to do that for the next few weeks. So I'm going to take that. Okay, we've got Vajray Ojini coming in. And it says, transcending fear, facing fears leads to fearlessness. Embrace your power. So that's a kind of cool, I don't think I've ever seen this Ascended Master before. Vajray Yogini. Singing mantras. I am not great. So I have been working with Guanyin for what feels like 15 to 20 years. So yeah, so I mainly do the Namo Guanshai, In Puso, Om Mani Padme Hum. So I do kind of those ones. Om Ah Hum. That's about it really. I stick to my Guanyin. Or I do my all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. When I don't do that 10 times a day, that's when things get a little bit tricky. Yeah, you saw a genie. Awesome, I guess. I'm not sure if I trust the jinn. Does everyone trust the jinn? Don't know about that. Okay, oh, Joan of Arc. And it says, sacred activists, do not be afraid, stand up for your beliefs. Did everybody watch the live call-in show when Billy the Kid was talking about somebody he knows who's actually Joan of Arc? I only got halfway through the show, but I thought, well, that's really interesting, isn't it? That's really interesting, yeah. So, sacred activists, that's us all now. We are sacred activists. We really need to make a change. I have an altar who is very military, and she's a tactician, and she's really dominating at the moment. So that's why I'm getting it quite hard to like not force those opinions and say to people, what the fuck are you doing? Why aren't we coming together as a team? Who are the generals here? You know, where's the light army and all that? And that was starting to come out a little bit. You practice Nichiren Buddhism, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. I don't know about that. That sounds good. Jennifer, didn't get what you were asking, Julia. It's okay. Work with my favour. Yes, the dark. Oh, I'm on the edge of the dark and light most days. Someone's really been pushing my buttons lately, and I have been getting very large, shall we say. Kind of like seeing myself as a very empowered being. Like a giant walking over the planet trying to track down, you know. Tina Turner did that Nam Myoho Renge. Okay, wow, that's cool. I love Tina Turner. She was just so wonderful. Yeah, it was probably one of the first tapes I ever got was Tina Turner. Yeah. Yeah, if you've got a nice mantra or something, pop it in the chat. So anything that raises our vibe, it's always good. I just hit 350 subscribers, guys. 350. And I'd like to get to 1,000 by the end of this year, but it's taken me a year to get to 350 because I only really started this channel putting videos on like this time last year. It's only really February that I really started to put something. Yeah, love me some Tina Turner. Yeah, although I worked for this company years ago, and at every opportunity they played Simply the Best, and it just becomes like the worst song ever when it's like every time there's a gathering it's Simply the Best, you know. Oh yeah, her legs. I always remember that she did something with Beyonce and they were both on the stage dancing and really giving it their all. And then in the media the next day it said Tina Turner may have been out of sight, but she's definitely not out of shape. And I just love that because she's like, you know, 50 years older than Beyonce or whatever. She is amazing. Yeah. Yeah, let's hope we do. Like I'm going through all my old videos and some of them have got like less than 30 views on, and you're like, how is that even possible? So I'm sorting out my playlists, I'm changing my thumbnails, changing my titles and all that kind of stuff, spending time on that. But you just, you know, Simply the Best. Racehorse Legs. Oh yeah. Yeah, she a wonderful woman. Yeah, who else do we like? Is anybody watching anything at the moment? Anything inspiring? I've been I started watching Stranger Things from the beginning, and I kind of realized I'd already seen quite a lot of the first season. I'm not sure why I stopped watching it, probably because I got rid of Netflix a while back. But I've just re-signed up for Netflix now. Not that I can really afford to have Netflix to watch the occasional show here and there, because I just don't watch shows anymore. I watch podcasts. And yeah, so what's in a name? Yeah, it's not even her name. You know, he changed everything about her. He changed her voice and everything. That's insane. Powerful though. Yeah. She survived against all odds. Sure did, yeah. Can we have a card for Tina Turner? An inspiring message from Tina Turner, thank you. It's the Lady Portia coming back out. Overcoming limitations. Definitely Tina Turner was overcoming limitations, yeah. Letting go of the need to be right. Karmic release. So she fulfilled her karma. Yeah. So many Stranger Things. Everyone's a bit obsessed with Stranger Things. One of my friends believes that he's the lead character in Stranger Things, and he believes that I'm a character in Stranger Things. So can you guess which character I may be? So it's kind of based on the archetype of my energy, rather than, this one doesn't really look like me. Not like the Orphan Black that looks exactly like me. And she's totally based on me. I will turn. So... yeah, so if anybody's watching Stranger Things, hey smart man, how you doing? If anyone's watching Stranger Things and thinking about what character could she be from the little we know about her, and but my character in the show, my alleged character in the show, does not have powers, which is a bit of a disappointment, to be honest. So yeah, getting a lot of Atlantean energy coming in right now. No need to be right. That was hard for me. Yeah, it's hard for us all not to like, even on the show last night I found it really hard. I was getting really preachy after a while, and that happens when I'm tired, and I'm just like, when people do the same thing and you're like, come on, stop posting things in the chat, the same old thing that I've told you not to do. Yeah, so yeah, that's tricky. Let me just refresh. I've been working a lot with, you know how I got over my cough, I've been working with the Florida water. And I have had a lot of people help me, but I've started working with this on the back of my neck and kind of on my temple points and everything, and on my arms. And this has really refreshed my energy a lot. So Aqua de Florida, Shaman's water for sure. Just kind of breathing it in, really refresh my energy. So Dixon, hi, how you doing? So I've got Divine Masters cards, if anybody would like a card, a little bit of entertainment guidance, perhaps. Yeah, same old arguing. Yeah, it was just the same old, isn't it, sometimes? What did everybody think of the show after the show that I did? I could only stay and watch a little bit of it. I was really tired. I didn't see that she did any readings. Did she do any readings? So I was thinking, wow, it's a good job I didn't do any Akashic readings, because she's also an Akashic reader. Flix has been decoding words a lot lately, haven't you, Flix? Really like breaking everything down so that we can see what it really means. Where did I get the shaman's water? Here, they just get it everywhere here. You get it from wholesaler. It's worth about $35 a bottle. Yeah, Aqua de Florida. So you can get it in America. Yeah, you're good. Great. Yep. So this is just our Friday night live, our general wellness check-in. So I can pull cards or we can have a chat. So I'm going to be on probably another half an hour or so. If there's arguing, you leave it. Yeah. And I heard, like gossip, I heard that somebody who likes to make like, you know, noises in the chat got timed out, and I wasn't there to see it the other night. And that was like, what? Like, gossip, like. So Jason and I do talk quite a lot. Oh, we've got Shiva coming in, karmic relief. Everybody's kind of balancing out their karmic debts for the start of the year. The end of a cycle, debts are paid. Choose your destiny. So calling in Lord Shiva. I lived in India for like over 10 years. I do love working with Indian guides. I do. My favorite is actually Hanuman and Ganesh. They're my favorites, but I love them all. So, hey Lee, how you doing? Good to see you. So this is just a general wellness check-in. You can have a card pull if you would like. Or let us know what's going on with you, what you're up to this weekend. Yeah, it's just it's fruity water basically, but we use it. I use it. Okay, so we use it for hex removal and things like that as well. And when I have my wellness studio, I was kind of winding things down. It was in New Ferry, Lee. I had wellness studio in New Ferry, and the Mystical Wellness Studio. So I was winding it down. I was closing it. It was like more than a year ago now, and I was just doing my morning cleanse, and I saw this lady from across the street like coming with a vengeance, and she's like a Romanian lady, and she walks in and comes right up to me and says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm just cleansing my crystals and whatever." "Cleanse me," she says, and she just basically bursts into tears and starts to tell me all these horrific stories that have happened to her. One second, getting interference coming in. Can I shield the room, please? Can I shield the live? Thank you. And so this lady needed a cleanse, so I got like I got tourmalines around her, I got the sage out and everything, and she's just crying and bawling and telling me these horrific stories of what's been going on with her. And then I got this. I got the Aqua de Florida, right? The like shamanic water, and I put it on her forehead and I put it on the back of her neck, and she stopped and looked at me. She stood up. And she looked around like this feral woman, and the shop had tiled floor, but there was a hallway where there was carpet tiles. And so she goes to the doorway and she looks at me really mean. She turns over the carpet and just projectile vomits so bad, because this is expelling something from her immediately. And she just projectile vomited like in a movie all over my carpet, not on the tile. I could easily, you know, like out the door, on the carpets. But luckily it was carpet tile. It was, most of it was on like one carpet tile. And then she looked at me and went, "Sorry about that. What do I owe you?" And I was just like, so I just, yeah, I did some kind of exorcism without really realizing it. But the day before, I'd had a session with somebody that was really profound. And I'd said to my guides, "Wow, I'd love to be able to do work like that." So the very next day, within 24 hours, I got somebody who needed to be extracted, shall we say. And it was awful. A card for Lee. A card for Lee. So yeah, but generally when I work with the Florida water, it's just for general cleansing the space, cleansing. I kind of put it on my hands and I'll be in people's auras with it, that kind of thing. Yeah. So some shaken back. Oh well, I had to throw out that carpet tile, obviously, and then luckily I had something to replace it with. But you know how much she gave me? She's like, I'll come back with some money. Because I was like, hey, any donation, very much received. She came back, and bear in mind, it took me like an hour to cleanse the space and get the smell out and all that. She gave me £5. So I didn't really, I know we're not all in it for the money or whatever, but I looked at her and thought, like, are you kidding me? I've literally just spent like an hour cleaning up your vomit. Right, so hey, whatever. But it was definitely a lesson from my guides, big time. This is for Lee. Lee, you just got Shiva come back out for you. You got Shiva. So, karmic release, end of a cycle, debts paid, choose your destiny. Lee, what is going on? Yeah, flip it heck. Yeah. That is one moment when I think I should have said, you better be paying me. But no, you can't, can you? So Shiva is one of India's trinity of divine masculine gods, depicted wearing a cobra around his neck, representing his capacity to tame fear or the ego, with the light of the universe behind him, showing his connection to the cosmos and holding a trident. And I wanted to get a tattoo recently that had a trident on it. And then a friend of mine said to me, that looks like Enki's trident. And I was like, no, it's Shiva. I was trying to do like a Poseidon, but anyway. So acknowledging the three aspects of the divine masculine power in Hinduism, creator, preserver, and destroyer. Shiva is known as the destroyer lord because of his warrior energy and ability to destroy fear. As the twin flame of Kali Ma, he knows what it's like to face some of the greatest fears and overcome them. As a facet of divine masculine energy, he comes to those who call on him like a protector. Father figure, ready to guard and guide. He's the keeper of karma. Oh, so we've had Lady Portia, board of karma, and we've had Lord Shiva, keeper of karma. Helps us to uncover learnings that have come from our challenges and behaviors that manifested the challenges in the first place. So your message is, it's time to release any guilt or regrets you have about your past. If a decision you have taken is preying on your mind, know that it's not because the universe wants you to feel guilty about it, but because it's giving you an opportunity to see how far you've come. Also know that your debts have been paid and you can stop asking the universe for forgiveness, because as far as it's concerned, you are forgiven. You're forgiven. Okay, you're forgiven. So it's time to move on and choose your destiny. How exciting is that? So thank you to Lord Shiva. Yeah. Wow. Awesome. That's awesome. We've got to be more direct with people. Yeah, I'm very blunt. You know what I'm like. But then there's certain moments when I just don't know what to say to people because I'm worried about upsetting them. And other times when I don't notice that I upset them at all. So, yes, thank you, Shiva. Thank you, Lord Shiva. Oh, so, see, when I lived in India, there's no pleasantries out there. You just don't need it. It's just irrelevant. It's just kind of taken that whatever you say is what you mean. And the way that Hindi works as well, it's very direct. So when they translate that into English, it's very blunt. So, if I wanted, my Pepsi, I would just say Pepsi Dado. Give me Pepsi, right? And just do that. Lee Scorpion South Node. She's thanking the Indian god, bro. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm also Scorpio, yeah. So, we work with all manners of gods because we are gods, obviously. I am I. One with the universe. Anyway, if you would like a card, Matt, then please let me know. Yeah, one thing I've noticed about you, JJ, is you start off really, really lovely and gently, and then I've watched you get fiercer and fiercer and fiercer over the last 6 months, I think. I really have. And there are moments in the chat on TSP when you're like, like really giving it to people. Hey, I am a Scorpio sun and a Taurus moon, I think. I don't know too much about it because I don't really buy into the astrology. Okay. I really need to spend some time working with Lady Portia. Lady Portia works with the sight of the soul. So when I do the activations for the violet flame chakra, that's one of the gifts that you get, is to work with the sight of the soul. So that's how my clairvoyance has activated a lot in the last couple of years. It was working with Lady Portia. You surpassed your soul plan. Wow, that's amazing. So what's next for you? What could be next? I've definitely watched your confidence grow in the last few months for sure. Yeah, definitely. And hey, my confidence, like when I was saying at the very beginning, I set a challenge in 2025 to get on the Typical Skeptic podcast in 2026. That was my challenge, to maybe one day be on a show like that, you know. And then within like 2 months, I think, of actually setting that challenge, I got an invitation from Christy Campbell saying, do you want to come on the show with me? And I thought, oh no. And then in the end I said yes. And then we did a show. It's mystical wellness, logical, mystical wellness, bit of everything, mate. So we're doing a wellness check-in and we're doing some mystical cards. But yeah, you can go back and have a look at my description. We do a little bit of mystical wellness podcast, well-being, magic, spiritual, paranormal. We do cosmic, starseed, and secret space program over here. That's what we do. A little bit of everything. I'm very varied. So Virgo placements and stuff. The only thing I don't really do is astrology. That's the one thing I don't do, but I get people on. So I have had Annabette's Cosmic Tarot was so good. If you haven't watched that video on my channel, please do go back and watch the ABC video with Annabette. So she you should study about an Indian saint, Neem Karoli Baba. Sounds good. I don't think they're in this deck actually. Are you in India? They're not in here. So no, yeah, that sounds really good. Hey, we're open to everything here. Oh, you are. I used to live in Goa, but I also used to live in South India for a while. I lived in Tiruvananthapuram, in Trivandrum. So where are you, logical? I am an OCI. Okay. I'm PIO. I don't go back very much now. But I was out there for a long time. So yeah, I'm OCI. Obviously because of my husband. And my son. My son was born out there as well. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm in the UK right now. So I've been to Delhi. It was a while back though. But I generally went to Delhi when I was going to Agra. Night Rider, good to see you. How are you? So we're doing general mystical wellness check-ins. Like, you know, how is everybody? What's going on with you guys? And if you would like a card, I'm doing Divine Masters. Just a bit of uplift, a bit of entertainment, a bit of inspiration for everybody. I'm going to be on for probably another 20 minutes. And then we're all heading over to Typical Skeptic. So this so far, 9 days into the year. Yeah, it's been pretty good. So it's been pretty good. And hey, watermark your pictures. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Night Rider, did you want a card? Would you like a card? So if anybody wants a card pull, we are working with the Send of Masters deck today. I work with so many different decks. Last night on Typical Skeptic, I was working with the Gateway. I was working with this one last night. I have a lot of decks because I teach Oracle. I don't do tarot. It's just not my thing. Oh, this is really interesting. 2 cards came out for you, Knight Rider. You got Buddha, you got Lord Buddha. And it says heightened awareness. Make peace with your thoughts and your world. So there was a half professor named Ram Dass. He's one of the famous disciples of Sanim Karoli. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Oh, bye, Lee. Good to see you. Okay, Knight Rider, this is for you. You got Lord Buddha coming in for you. Make peace with your thoughts in the world. I actually got as well. Ishtar came out at the same time. You're the only person that's had 2 cards come out, and it says inner learnings. Follow your heart. Truth prevails. Okay, so heightened awareness, absorbing everything. You're going into like this state of like seeking, and updating your whole gnosis. That's really exciting. Joe would like a card. So what card are you getting? Logical, you can have a card after Joe. Let me just do Joe first. Is Joe still there? Lee actually lives near me. Too close probably. And he lives in like the same town as I do, which is really weird. So these are for Joe, thank you. Okay, oh, you got my favorite. You got Hanuman. So this is kind of like the Indian Superman, but he's massive. And yeah, and he's like much better. So devoted warrior, let God's love hold you in strength. So this is for Joe. This is also kind of a seeing from a higher perspective kind of card. So when I think of Hanuman, I think how big he is and how he could stride over India to Sri Lanka. Yeah. So what a wonderful god to get. So that was for Joe. And for Logical, Sword of Truth. Yes, we definitely all work with the Sword of Truth over here. We're all very blunt. Ah, Hanuman was a devotee of Lord Ram. Nice. Let's see what Logical gets. Okay, you got Toth. So you got 4th, and it says divine magic. The teacher awakens. The student becomes the master. Okay, so you're moving into your spiritual mastery, and it's time to start sharing. It's time to know that you know more than enough. You know more than enough to start sharing with others. There's no more courses that you need to do. There's no more inner study that you need to do. It's time to start sharing, and that is for Logical. Yeah. Yeah, Hannah was my favourite. But when I lived in India, even on TV, there's cartoons with the gods in, right? Love all that. Love it. You're welcome. You're most welcome. Yes, we're very direct. No guessing here. We say it as we see it over here, don't we? We really do say what we see. We don't hold back. Okay. So what time is it in India then? So it's 9:15 almost here in the UK in the evening. Yeah, 2:44 a.m. Wow. Gosh. Is it very hot? Because it's winter here. You know what I miss? I miss monsoon. I really do. Lives in Nice, France. Lovely. Grandmother's born in India. So Joyful Jennifer, are you Indian? That's kind of cool. My son is obviously half Indian, and he was born in India, but he looks Japanese. He's got big black hair as well, and he looks kind of Japanesey. He looks like he could be an anime character. 4 degrees, okay. Yeah. So my husband is from Kanpur, which I can't say correctly, obviously, but he's from not far from you. So he's very fair. Grandmother born in Brittany. Wow. So my granny was, one of my dad's mum was from Ireland, from Cork. And my mum's mum, I think was from Shropshire. But my mum's dad was from Canada, but we didn't know him. So I've kind of got that mixture of British, Celtic, Canadian. Which is funny because when I was talking to my dad, and he's got Welsh, American, and Native American, which is kind of cool. But we've still got the same kind of Atlantean energy there as well. Yeah. So yeah, so how is everyone? If everyone's not had a card, let me know and I'll pull a card for you. Oh, hi Q17, how you doing? We're just doing general wellness check-ins. I've got Ascended Master cards if you would like one. So JJ's great-grandfather ran an oil digging in India and grandmother married one of the wildcats. Wow. Oil digging, cool. Wow. Q17, did you want to have a card pull? And just for entertainment purposes only, general uplift. Hey Pricey, how you doing? So yeah, good to see everybody. Thank you for dropping by. Q17, okay, it's very quick coming out for you. This card came out earlier and I have no idea who they are, so we're going to dig into this one now. It's the Vajre Ojini. Maybe Logical knows who this one is. And it says, transcending fear, moving into fearlessness, embrace your power. So I'm just going to check the book on this one and get some more info. So it's not a guide that I've ever worked with, but she's come out twice today, so... Okay, a tantric deity acknowledged in Buddhism and Hinduism. Okay. Hey, Amber. Oh, Scottish, of course. Of course. It's like in, what was that movie when they went up to like the North Pole or whatever, and then there was the birds and they had the armor on. That's you, Amber. That's you. Oh, you've never heard of the Vajre Ojini. Vajre Ojini. So it says, represents the path to the feminine Buddhahood. Vajra means thunderbolt, and Yogini is a female achieving the state of yoga, which is the union of body, mind, and soul. They are Dakini, which is Sanskrit for sky dancer, a powerful supernatural being who's fearless and at times can be wrathful with their mission. Ooh. Actually be described as semi-wrathful. That's me. I'm full of wrath. I'm terrible. I embody a lot of cosmic rage, which a lot of that came out recently. When my family is threatened, don't like it. They can help us move into a space of awareness and enlightenment. When she comes to you, she will lead you along the path to know yourself better. And since this is a less traveled path, there will be many encounters with your fears along the way. So the message is you would never know what it was like to be fearless if you hadn't encountered fear. This is at times when you are able to look fear in the eye and we see it for what it is. It's just energy, and energy can be changed. This can be intense. Because the human self is conditioned to be scarred by the prospect of fear. And so when fear appears, it can send us running, when in fact it's an invitation to arrive. Your fears are appearing now because you're on the verge of a miracle. You have a real opportunity to know yourself better than ever. So when you finally face your fears, they will no longer have power over you. Wow, I love that. How cool is that? If you visit Delhi, you should go to the National Museum and you'll get to see relics of Buddha. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. I did have a vision recently. I had a memory come forward and it was the Secretariat building in Delhi that came into my mind. We get into all the weird deep underground military base stuff here. And my mind was taking me under that building. So there's like a whole network under there. And yeah, JJ is definitely fearless now. Yeah. Oh, yeah, so transformation, awesome. Moving into fearlessness, nice. It's gonna... Cool. So I still have my dragons right next to me as always. I guess India is calling you for a visit. I don't know, actually. I spent a long time out there. I'm not ready to go back. I'm actually hoping to move to Mexico. Iron Bear's going to take a card. Yeah. Although I wouldn't mind going to Nepal. But I'd really like to do... So I spent a long time in India. I did Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand. I'd really like to go to like China, Hong Kong, Japan, or go to Peru and Mexico. And I've got friends who are in Mexico right now, so I would love to go to Mexico. I am Bear, thank you. It's Shiva again. Honestly, I shuffle these cards, I really do. So we've got Shiva coming out again. So Shiva... why are you coming out against Shiva? It's about choosing your destiny. Yeah, everyone's releasing karma like a badass right now. Yeah, we are all confronting karma, and we've got to that point now where we're so close to lessons completing that we're literally saying enough. I'm done with that and I'm moving on, and that is it. Crumpling up those contracts, yeah, and saying shh, shh, no more. And we can do that. Yeah. Yeah, Shiva. I love the cartoons. You've got like a young Shiva. My son used to be obsessed with Chota Beam. So I'd be like, hey, Beam. Yeah, let's go to Mexico. Come on, guys. Let's go to Mexico. Sean's in Mexico. Isha's in Mexico. Let's go over there. There was another beautiful lady that messaged me. I think her name was Maya, and she's in Mexico. Yeah, enough, right? That's the energy this year. Honestly, within a few days of that supermoon, I think it was on the supermoon, it was last Saturday, and I was teaching Reiki Master, and within a couple of hours, I got a message coming in saying, did you say this? And I was like, no. What are you talking about? So it's like energy's been coming at me on the supermoon, and I literally thought, what the actual hell? No. So I'm literally like tearing everything up and cutting cords and pushing things away, because yeah, I'm known for being the Tower Haven, but I really stepped into Tower Haven last weekend. I was just like, oh, forget that. Romania, you know, I'd love to go to Romania. I would love to actually go to Transylvania, because I can't say it without smiling. And there's an interview on my channel with Tavi, and Tavi is the hemp man. So we're talking about herbs, we're talking about wine, but we're talking about Transylvania because that's where he's from. So that's a great one. Yes. Plenty of sun. You know, I'd be happy to go anywhere that wasn't the UK, other than my son is here with me. I'd love to start traveling this year. Let's do a world tour. Absolutely. Friggin' let's do it. I'm kind of gearing up to getting out of the country, and that's going to take me at least another 6 months to figure out how I'm going to fund my trips, because originally when I started traveling like 2002 2003, I needed 6 months to sell off everything I owned and all that kind of stuff, but there's no way I could do that now. Look at that bounty. Badlands in South Dakota. Wow. It is very depressing out here because it's not just cloudy, it's like a white fake sky. Yeah, we hardly ever get the blue sky. The day starts out with this white fake sky, which is all like smart dust in the air. And then maybe throughout the course of the day, a bit of blue sky will come in. Dakota, South Dakota, Badlands. That sounds awesome. Where are you now, Iron Bear? It's quite cold out here now, so I've actually got the heating on. So California, always sunny. You know, I have a friend who's hopefully moving to California, and hey, you near Breakaway Ray? You're in Kansas City. Oh, that's awesome. Kansas City. I think I would love to be in Shasta, obviously, because there's very spiritual violet flame energies over there. Saint Germain and all that kind of stuff. I'd be happy to go anywhere, absolutely anywhere. San Francisco is definitely on the list. Yeah. That would be amazing. So logical, have you got a passport? Because when I met my husband, he had no passport and said he was never ever going to leave India, and that didn't last long. Because we had a first trip to Malaysia, and once you start traveling, that's it. You know. Oh, good. Yeah, once you start traveling, you're not going to want to stay there that long. Way too cold. You know, I would love to see stars here. There's no stars here. There's no stars. Yeah, I hardly ever get to see the moon either. The moon gets blocked out really quick for me here. Under common law, oh, no passports needed. That's awesome. Yeah, where are you, Q17? Did you say where you were? Are you in Romania? Oh, that's awesome. I have a few friends from Hungary. Oh, you're in Holland. Okay, yeah. Nice. Natural springs, lots of snow, Mount Shasta. I'm not sure I want to go there if it's that cold, because somebody said to me, it's a small town, cold, full of hippies. And I thought, even though I am a hippie, I'm kind of like thinking, I don't want to be surrounded by loads of hippies. Passport is old world thinking. Yeah, but that's because you guys are in Europe. I'm no longer in Europe, right? I still need a passport. Although I'm thinking about getting my Irish passport sorted this year, perhaps. And then that'll give me the option to get back onto the Euro side of things. There was hardly any light pollution. Oh, I can't even imagine. Although when I went to Australia, I lived in Australia for a year on a working holiday, and that was the first place I visited when I really started traveling. And there was this moment, I think we were on the East Coast, but we were north of Australia Zoo, and we were staying in like this like a scout campland or something like that, and I actually lay on the grass, looked up, and that was the most stars I've ever seen in my entire life. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. Oh yes. Yeah, the UK is messed up. It really is messed up over here, and everyone's just sheeple. Unfortunately, they're just gonna let it happen, and you know, yeah. So I don't know. Australia, yeah, Australia was good, but when I visited it, there wasn't enough culture shock. I campervan from well, I went from Brisbane to Sydney, then I flew across to Perth, then I went inland to get a job in a country pub, and then I went back out to Perth with a friend. We bought a camper van, and then we went down the country all across the Nullarbor all the way to Melbourne. Then from Melbourne we took the ferry over to Tasmania, and I still have panic attacks about that ferry crossing. It was one of the worst things I've ever experienced in my life. If there had been like, I still have dreams, like nightmares about it, like a ghost ship kind of nightmares about it. It was so bad. And yeah, we love the Aussies. Trust the plan. Okay. I don't even know what the plan is. I really don't. But I'd live anywhere. I would. I just don't want to be in the UK. Here, my bones are very bad. My arthritis kicks in. Know yourself. Trust the plan. Okay. Keep saying it. Trust the plan. Trust the plan. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. So love me, hot, hot California girl. Hey, Emilio. Thanks for stopping by. How are you? Doing general wellness check-in. I'm only going to be on for about another 5-10 minutes because then we're all heading over to Typical Skeptic in about half an hour. The plan, military. Emilio, I'm doing cards if you would like a card. Oh, Breed is on the bottom of the deck again. The goddess Bridget. Hearth and home. Inner fire, let your passion lead you to your purpose. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good, Emilio. Thank you. So it's 9:30 p.m. here in the UK. Where are you and what time is it where you are? If you would like a card, let me know. It's good to see you. So this is our general Friday night wellness check-in. Yeah. Oh, you're in Belgium. Oh, Belgium. Amazing. I don't think we've ever had anybody from Belgium come on our shows, have we? That's so cool. You're in the Cayman Islands? How awesome is that, Pricey? That's so cool. That's amazing. 4:30. Oh, so you're only like 5 hours, 5 hours behind me. That's brilliant. Yes, Nicole. Did I not do one for you? Sorry. Okay, this is for Nicole. It's a guardian for you. Oh, you've got Paul the Venetian. Paul the Venetian, gifted one, revealing hidden talents and opportunities to shine. So we don't see him very often. Let's just get a bit more information about Paul the Venetian. So when this card comes out, what does it mean? It's even in order? What do you think they are? One moment. Please hold. So Paul the Venetian is one of the original masters from the Theosophical Ascended Master Teachings and guardian of the rose pink ray of the heart. Your message is there's a chance that for a long time you have felt misunderstood or like an outsider. Haven't we all? Right? Probably because somewhere along the way you were discouraged from shining because someone else projected their fears onto you. But hidden deep within, you have gifts that can help heal the world. And not only that, can help heal you. When this card comes to you, it's a time to drop the shields that have protected your heart, because you aren't going to hurt anymore, it says. You're being given an opportunity to shine. Know that the inspiration that's streaming through you is divinely guided energy that can help you be the most authentic and aligned version of yourself. So reveal your talents. Let others see your abilities. Gifts aren't gifts unless they are shared. Share your gifts and serve, knowing you're being served in return. Wow, that's so cool. That's so cool. Okay, so that was for Nicole. Hey, Emilio, that's so cool. Don't worry. Sounds like Venetian blinds over. No, Venetian as in Venice, I guess. Good night, Logical. Good to see you. Half Italian. We speak Dutch. Yeah, Flick speaks Dutch also. Well, Nicole, you've got beautiful energy. That's why that's coming out for you. So awesome. All right. So love energy. Yeah, there's lots of love energy coming in this week, I think. We're all kind of being asked to be open to possibilities. Yeah. Flicks, translate. Oh, Jason, good to see you. And Mr. Whiskers. You're not moving anywhere. No, you're stuck for good now. That's it. The cat is there. Mr. Whiskers. It's not Mr. Whiskers, it's Mr. Kitty. Am I right? Is it Mr. Kitty? And yep, share your love. So, oh wow, that's unfortunate. Guys, come on. Wow. No, not moving anywhere. So, Jason, did you want a card before I finish up so we can all go over? Your cat was sitting on your lap when you do mantras for 90 minutes. So what's Emilio saying, Flicks? Oh, that's cool. Thanks, Emilio. Awesome. So yeah, we have a multilingual channel, which is pretty cool. Although I only really speak English, a little bit of French, a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of Hindi. Really bad at other languages, to be honest. Yeah, no, it's good to have you here. Nice to see you guys. So if anyone hasn't had a card and you would like a card, please let me know. Or if there's something going on with you, bonsoir. And let's see, you're half Italian. Awesome. We have not had any Italians in our chat ever, I think. So yeah, I've been to Italy, I have been to Rome, and I've been to Naples. I've been to France, Spain, I've been to Rhodes in Greece, and I've been to Hungary, been to Budapest. That's it, I think. That's it. So I need to travel more this year. I didn't really travel last year at all. I travel around the UK. I do events traveling around the UK. But I was talking to Miles today. I'm trying to get him to set up his events so I can plan mine around his. So hopefully I'll be going back to Glastonbury in a couple of months. We will see. That would be awesome. Oh, his stepdad's Romanian. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, JJ, get that passport. You never know when you're going to need to run to Mexico and get out of there. Can you get a card? Yeah, pricey. Wow, did you see it actually jumped? And I never get jumpers. Oh, it's the Atlantean card again. Okay, there's so many Atlanteans here in our chat right now. So the Atlantean energy, evolution, vibration. So let's learn a little bit more about the Atlanteans. Okay, so it's a nice opportunity to get different decks of cards out. So legend has it that Atlantis was an advanced civilization that existed thousands of years ago in the center of the Atlantic Ocean. So a lot of people are saying it was near Portugal. I don't know how you guys feel about that one. So they were telepathic, psychic, and known for their ability to combine the laws of science and nature with spirituality to develop technology and create heaven on earth. But somewhere along the way, many of them stopped respecting their gifts and spiritual connection. This caused a great cataclysm that brought their civilization to an end. Well, yeah, this is just one of those general books. The Atlanteans in this card are those who continue to live with spiritual integrity and awareness. When Atlantis came to an end, many of these beings ascended beyond the physical dimension and now act as a congregation of evolved souls like angels who work with those who are following a spiritual path and want to have a legacy of light. Ooh, legacy of light. So the message is you are a future thinker who will leave a legacy of healing and light. Think beyond boundaries and keep your future and the future of your close ones in mind when it comes to making a decision. Atlantean energy is here to help you align your pathway with one that supports the evolution of your soul and your family lineage. This is a time of transcending old ways of being and old patterns. And it might not always be easy to navigate, but it will be worth it in the long run. So when it comes to forging new pathways, think of the future. Cut out any long-winded approaches and streamline everything you are doing, okay? If you feel challenged or encounter growing pains, know that you are on the right track and persevere. So that is the Atlantean evolution vibration coming out. Okay. We are sovereign beings, free to move across all borders without passports. Yeah, you think that, but they have all these rules in the way, and they don't make it easy for us anymore, do they? So, but I mean, the main thing is we don't understand with these military forces and everything. We don't understand. We understand. So when they say to you, do you understand me? It's always going to be no, sorry. I do not stand under anybody. I am the living man. Yeah. I do know somebody who lives that way, who's basically not paid any taxes and is, can't think of all the words now, my mind's a bit fuddled, but they're, you know, they're living as a free man. Natural law is the only law I live under. Yeah. Yeah, so we need to kind of break free, don't we, of the society and the constraints of the society. But saying that, I did a diary video 4 months back, talked about breaking free of the matrix, talked about not accepting the cover lives that we've been given, and the video got shadow banned and it got 5 views in 4 months. So we have to be careful when we talk about these things on here, because you just don't know who's watching or listening. So yeah. All right, so I'm going to be finishing up in 5 minutes. Has anyone got anything they want to talk about? What's Emilio saying, Flix? Santa Claus knows all. Yeah. Be you, says JJ. Walk away peaceful. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Brucey. Be careful, the new 5D is here. Haha, yes. Yeah, stand in our sovereignty, stand in our power. We are God, we are sovereign, we are free. GSF. So I really do feel the energy has shifted for me in the past week since that super moon. And I have a very kind of like, I'm just not going to bother. I really don't care anymore. And, you know, I work so hard to stay light and positive. I don't want to sometimes at all. So when people are kind of sending energy my way and trying to challenge me, I'm kind of like, oh, be careful what you wish for. Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. So most of us are heading over to the Typical Skeptic podcast with Rob Khalil, and that is in 20 minutes. And we're over there most days, 3 to 4 hours a day. So I only come live on here like once a week, and I'm not doing that many podcasts this month because I'm tired and I need to sort myself out, and I'm starting a new course as well in a couple of days, which is going to be fun. Dark light is balanced. Yeah. Oh, did anybody see on Facebook what Phil Barrow said? Because he put this beautiful picture of this rainbow dragon, which is how he remembers himself, like his earliest aspect. And I commented and said that I see myself as a golden dragon. And he said golden dragons are like protectors of the light in the underworld, of like the, you know, in the. Oh, so I just thought that makes sense. I'm talking about dimensions, not so much Wi-Fi. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, so check out Flix's Substack. She keeps posting her Substack in there. Go check out my Substack as well. Where is that? You just have to Google for Typical Skeptic podcast, because we'll all be moving over there soon. And Rob over there, he does shows 2, 3, 4 times a day. So most of us congregate over there most days. And yep. So St. Michael, take care of it. Highly protected by the underworld. Be very careful how you treat me. Just saying. That's interesting. Copy the 2 spear. Yeah, that's okay. You feel more like a mouse. Hey, you know, we embody different animal aspects at different times depending on what's going on with you. So think about the mouse. Think about how kind of they move so secretly, so flowingly, you know, making their moves in silence. You know, what can they see from their perspective? What energy and medicine do they embody? Can they share with you? So sometimes we do need to be the mouse. Yeah, sometimes we need to be the hawk or the dragon. So the animal spirit guide that we work with is going to change over time, and we'll become more like the ones we need. Yeah, elephants are afraid of the mice. They're powerful. I'm afraid of mice. Oh my god, when I was campervanning in Australia, I had a Volkswagen Combi, and it has like it's got like a frame that's kind of hollow. We were staying on Kangaroo Island, and mice went inside the frame. I could just hear them scurrying around. Freaked me out. Rodents are like the worst for me. Yeah. Yeah, once Jason put Rob's PayPal link right here on my stream, and I was like, Jason, what are you doing? I would have got it anyway if people had like paid Rob instead of me. I would have got it, but it's just really funny. Have fun, do what makes you happy, says Joyful Jennifer, who's so light. High vibe. Yep, cool. Okay, I'm going to say goodnight, guys. I'm going to have a rest break, and then I'll see you guys all over on TSP for the Two Wizards show. Yeah, you know what? Like mice energy, when that comes in, you have to think about how they move, what they're seeing, what that could mean to you. So think about, I do a lot of vision questing. So sometimes we embody the animal, we see through their eyes, and it gives you a very different perspective on the challenges that you're facing in your life. Oh, thanks, Nicole. Good to see you. Yep, see you guys in about 15 minutes over on the other channel. And so take care, everyone, and take it easy.